Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode from Hermitcraft Season 6. Today we're starting things off at a whole lot of terracotta, a whole lot of these things. I'm about to blow most of the diamonds that I made last episode because I'm currently stocking up for a build that I want to do back on the island. So I bought a bunch of cyan terracotta off of Cubfan here, and then I asked him if I could get a discount, and we at Concorp don't do discounts as we always keep products at the lowest possible prices. Scar was also online at the time, but I waited patiently until Cubfan logged off, and then luckily Scar joined back up. I'll start off by being nice. How are you doing, old buddy, old pal? And then I let him know that I'm interested in buying some cyan terracotta. And considering my generosity when I sold him the shulker boxes, I thought I could get a discount. 27 stacks for 30 diamonds. I also threw in Cub said ask you, which it may not have been completely what Cub fans said. 36 and it's a deal, Scar says, and that's quite a bit of a discount. So now I'm waiting for him to come with more cyan terracotta because I'm missing 4 stacks to make this deal with him. Guess this is what it's like shopping at Concorp. Just waiting. Concorp's delivery speed is slower than Sahara, and that's true. That's true. I must have been standing here for 5 minutes. So yeah. Whew. Good thing that my jeans are in a good state, so I don't get gray. I don't get gray. Oh, he's back. Oh. Hi. Thank you very much. I wonder if he would notice if I throw him 32 diamonds. I'm gonna try it. There's your diamond, Scar. I guess you have so many that you're not gonna even pick them up. Oh, there we go. Thank you for your business. He's looking at me weirdly. Are you okay? Hold on, cowboy. Ah, dang it. Worth a try. Before we head back to the island, I want to check on how Sahara is doing. I've heard that we definitely sold stuff to Scar, which is great. And what is this? A prison? Are we gonna take captives now? What? Automatic food displayer for Sahara customer. Prototype by Exuma, built for Sahara lobby. What? Okay. Alright. Dark oak and black text is... It's hard to see. Hurts my eyes. Let's check this thing out. What on earth is this? I'm so confused. Okay, so it drops down food, steak that we can take. That rhymes. And then whenever it runs out, it drops down a new food thing. Oh, I see. The minecart then gets down, picks it up, and dispenses new food. Prototype by Exuma, built for the Sahara lobby. Oh no. Oh no. Well, at least we got rid of the signs. Oh my goodness. Living on the mycelium island, I've totally forgot about mobs, and that is a pretty good feeling until they blow up property of Sahara and Exuma signs. Nothing else actually got blown up. So I'm a little bit confused about why we would have this at... I guess Exuma wants to install this in the Sahara lobby. I don't fully understand why we would want this thing, because we're trying to sell food. In fact, we want the customers to be hungry so that they invest in our golden carrots. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Did we make any sales? I think we sold some more golden carrots. So I really thought that we had made some more sales at Sahara. I'd heard rumors that Concorp had been shopping, and yeah, I've stocked it specifically with string for Scar, and we haven't made any more diamonds, so I guess we haven't. Anyway, with all this taken care of, I'm gonna head back to the mycelium island. Now, my plan today is to come back here a little bit later and install an upgrade of Sahara, or to Sahara. But first, I'm gonna put all of these resources to use. I seriously need to spend a little bit of time at my guardian farm soon and make the XP room and the collecting system, because I keep coming down here and I keep crafting up all of the things, and it's getting a little bit tedious. I'm not gonna lie, it's getting a little bit tedious and disgustingly ugly down here. I mean, look at this. But clean out your diorite, Iskall. Anyway, we are back at the mycelium island. I got all the stuff that I bought, but I do need a bunch of grey concrete. So I hope that I have some gravel. Gravel! Yes! What? I really didn't think I had gravel. I'm sorry. That was a shock to me. I just got back here, flew back, and realized like, oh, I forgot gravel. Because I do have sand, right? Sand? Hello? Well, it doesn't look great for the sand. I seem to have a little bit everywhere, which, I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of, I should have organized my stuff in between episodes. Now that we have this, which we worked on last episode, in case you missed that episode, I should just put everything in here, but I haven't got to it yet. When you have a mega smelter of doom, it's very hard to keep sand, it turns out, because I mined out like 15 boxes of sand for this island, and I haven't moved them back. But I think, quite honestly, this is the only thing that remains. The rest, I've just smelted down to glass in different places because I have a lot of glass. I need to turn all of this into hardened concrete. And this is a dilemma because, I mean, 1.14 is released and you can make amazing concrete makers with the new TNT. But I haven't got to that yet, and truth to be told, me and Mambo have plans to do an industrial size one for Sahara as a joint project, so that's why I haven't made a personalized one yet. But since I don't have a concrete maker of doom, I'll have to make a concrete Garbaggio maker for this, so that I can get these 27 stacks made into concrete. So in theory, this should work, if I remember how to build these. Yep, alright, sweet. This is the worst concrete farm thing I have ever made. It's really, really bad. So I put myself in the little machine to get my concrete, and I went AFK with 2 coffee mugs on my mouse, like both of my buttons pressed, like I normally do. And I was away for maybe 12-15 minutes, and I come back, and this is what I'm left with. And the machine was empty. So I probably lost 11 stacks. I probably lost 11 stacks of this thing due to despawnage, just because some idiot built this and it totally wasn't me. Anyway, with that out of the way, I want to build a shell, or the actual building, for our main room here on the island. And this is something that I am quite excited about, but it's probably gonna take a while. 39 by 39 is the footprint of this thing. And yeah, it's going to be absolutely massive. And I'm going to be using a lot of cyan terracotta. I'm going to be using a lot of birch logs. And I'm not going to use any brown terracotta. This was just because I need to, if I run out of this, basically. I'm also going to be using the grey concrete, which unfortunately I may have to do more of or make more of, because I don't think that will be enough. And I'm missing a few small components here. And those are smooth sandstone, which I said in the last episode, I've absolutely fallen in love with. I think this block is really, really beautiful. It's what I've always wanted in Minecraft, but we've just had that garbage cracked sandstone with that cut line. It's been really hard to build with. This, however, whew, I really, really like it. And of course, some Iskall glass, because we all need Iskall glass. So having this ready, I'm going to start the build, and I think this will probably fit best in a third-person time-lapse. In today's time-lapse, I thought, first of all, I want to mention and say a big thank you to you guys. Why? Well, because while I was building this thing, it was actually, I think, 2 AM, and by the time I'd finished, I think the segment here took me about 2 hours to do, building it in the survival world, and I spent another hour or so doing some creative test mock-ups in another world first. But yeah, I just want to thank you for the ability to be able to sit up all night and play Minecraft. I mean, for me, it sounds weird, but for the entire time of me playing Minecraft, it's been something that I've been wanting to never stop doing. And by the time I had a full-time job, I always had to go to bed, obviously, and I hated it. I hated it. I had so many ideas that I wanted to do, and I didn't want to wait. And yeah. Anyway, the inspiration for this build, which, by the way, it's actually a very, very, very large large-scale build, the 39 by 39 plus the outer layers. The inspiration from this actually comes a little bit from the factory thing you see in my YouTube header. If you look at my YouTube channel, there's an Iskall factory there. It's a lot darker than this, and it's actually a picture that my artist drew way back when I built a base in Hermit. I think it was modded Hermitpack? Yeah, Hermitpack modded. Possibly back in 2015, 2016, sometime around there. And I've looked at that picture a lot of times, and I just went with it here. It's kind of similar in the same way. And one big choice that I made last second was actually to use the smooth sandstone. As you can see, I was originally going to go with stripped birch logs, which I'm adding here for the entrance. I was going to go with those all over the place, and in the very last second I actually decided to try the smooth sandstone instead, and it gives a little bit of a brighter look and a little bit of a differentiation from our creeper factory that you can see to the left there. But I think all in all, the cool thing with the smooth sandstone is that you can mix in a little bit of sand, which you can see that I've done there, get a little bit of texture variation. But anyway, this is the time lapse completed, so let's head back to the server. And this is the roof done. Completed. Final. Finale. Yeah, that is looking seriously cool, even from above. I really suck at roofs, but it's looking a little bit super symmetrical, like a stadium from the top, or an Xbox. I don't know. But I am super pleased with how this is turning out. We still got a few bits that I wanted to add. How do I make a campfire again? I always forget this one. Okay, coal. Oh, I do need hay bales for this, don't I? So that the smoke goes taller. But I'm thinking of hiding these in the bottom of the windows. Possibly right there. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. I'm pretty sure if I would use wheat underneath or hay bale, that would go all the way through, because it does seem to pierce blocks when you have a hay bale block. But I do like that. I do like that. I'm so happy to be on a mycelium island where we can play with lighting. I mean, look at how cool it is that we got a lighting thing coming out from the windows on the very bottom of the windows, but nowhere else. I think that is so cool. And I don't have to worry about a thing. I don't have to worry about a thing. Now, the smoke is not the only detail that this building lacks at the moment. It definitely needs a little bit more detailing. I have, as you can see here, gone around and mixed in some sand with the sandstone, which I actually think works really well. It's very subtle, it's very hard to see, but I think that gives it a little bit of extra character. And another thing I really want to do is to change out the ground so that I have this type of ground that I have over here, this sort of wasteland thing all the way around. I think it would be a lot cooler looking when we got the browns. But Minecraft is a process. Minecraft is a process, and I'm gonna let this process take a little bit of time, and we're gonna leave that for another day, because now I want to pack my stuff and get back to Sahara as the construction work outside. Oh, I don't know what they're doing. It's so loud outside. I do really apologize for the construction work if my microphone does pick it up, but there is nothing I can do to stop it. It's gonna go on all summer, and I just want to play Minecraft. So back at Sahara, I had a look at this again, and I was looking at this yesterday when I was here earlier in the episode, and we hadn't got any sales, but now it seems like we sold both sand and string. I'm not sure, but we definitely sold string. I think we didn't have the sand. I don't know. Regardless of that, the first thing we gotta do at Sahara is to stock this, because look at all of this gravel that Grian has got. And I think this is a genius thing, by the way. Grian doesn't make any of the farms because he's not allowed to touch redstone, and so instead he is in charge of all the things that we can sell that we need to collect. And that's a lot of things, like terracotta, gravel, sand, all of these things he needs to collect. But it is now my task to stock it. I had a bit of a chat with the boys, and I think we should sell 2 stacks per diamond. I think that's honestly a really good price. I would totally buy that. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to buy it at Sahara. I mean, hashtag shop at Sahara. Gravel goes in the masses, and I mean, Green has collected so much gravel that this should probably last us quite a while. Even with that super generous price, it should probably last us quite a while. Now, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit confused as to how I actually stock things at Sahara, because It's not actually doing anything. Okay, now it's doing something. Is it gonna dispense a shulker box? Please dispense a shulker box. Feels a little bit like we're missing a block here. I mean, this comparator is doing nothing at the moment. Oh yeah, we totally are. We totally are missing a block there. So you go there, and that is what actually triggers the system. Okay, so now, what do I do? What do I do? Do I wait for that to fill up before... this shulker box is overpacked at the moment. Oh, here we go. Okay, now it's doing a thing. Now everything sounded a lot better this time. I should be able to put these empty boxes right back into that. Oh, it did it. It did a thing. Okay, yes, it totally did a thing. How can I check if that is the needed amount? In there we have all the manually loaded ones. So in this hopper, yes, yes, it did it. It actually did it. I'm a little bit concerned, and I'm trying to keep an eye on this because now, yeah, I was gonna say, please say that we installed an overflow protection because it doesn't look like we did. When this shulker box gets broken, it's just going to essentially despawn, and we're going to lose the shulker box and all that gravel. Yeah, I mean, this is a major issue. I wonder how much items we've lost due to this. I mean, it packs it correctly, but there's no storage space for it. We haven't installed a stop on this machine whenever that hopper is full. I can't believe that. Did I build the gravel one? Did I mess up? Is that comparator faced the wrong way? Yep, that is definitely the issue. That comparator is doing nothing there. The comparator needs to face the other way around. How? I mean, one of the tricky things with being a Sahara engineer is trying to get it in and around. There we go. Yes! Yes! Whew! Crisis diverted. I'll admit that stocking of gravel took a lot longer than I thought it would. Oh, we're actually sold out on golden carrots. But now we have done it, so let's go ahead and put the gravel in there. Everything should be working, and for goodness sake, why do we have these here? That's much better. Much better. And yeah, we totally did make a bunch more sales. We need to stock with more golden carrots though. But now that we're making diamonds at Sahara, I want to install the first upgrade or enhancement since the opening. I feel that we need a vault. I mean, we made 36 diamonds. We are 1% away from breaking even, which is yay. And I wonder if this general area here has a lot of space, or if this is not a good place for it. Is this? That's pretty tall. I mean, looking at it from above, that is the top wall, so we should have quite a bit of space. And then there's this massive mountain behind Sahara, which I think is Scar made. I don't think this mountain existed. I'm not entirely sure though. So it seems like we're gonna have enough space underneath here, and so the very first thing that I want to have in the front is a vault door, and this thing here is a 4 wide path, so I think it makes total sense. Actually, maybe we'll have like a small door just like that, and then of course it needs to be secure, so we would have iron blocks like that. And I think I want the feel of this vault to be like ultra secure, so we'll possibly add another door. So once you step inside here, we'll make some sort of redstone, make it so that you have to walk through this door and wait for it to close before you can trigger the next door. And I mean, this leaves space for a future death trap of doom right here in case you enter the wrong password. So here's what I'm picturing. You go through the first door of doom, super secure and everything. You get into here, you have to wait until this shuts, and then the next door comes, and then you're presented with the vault. And I love catwalks. I think catwalks are really cool, so I'm kind of picturing having a walkway around the vault like this with nice glass barriers where you can see the richity, and then in the middle here we're gonna go down. We're gonna go down maybe 4 blocks or so and make it into the giant vault where we actually store the richities, the diamonds and all of that stuff. So this is gonna be the size of the vault, and I mean, I managed to just barely fit it in the terrain. I guess I didn't really fit it in. Yeah, I definitely have to do some terra shaping or terraforming on that part of the mountain at some point. So the vault has been dug out completely now, and of course, because this is Sahara, I need a lot of concrete to make this happen, and I mean a lot of concrete. I was really hoping I was done with making concrete manually, but yeah, no, I'm not. Not even close. There's been a lot of resource collection today, but I think I have... Well, I'm hoping that I have enough blocks to design this room. So what I'm thinking is we're going to go with the Sahara style. That's my wrong pickaxe. We're going to go with the Sahara style of block palette. So that's why I needed all the white concrete. I think we're going to go with a white floor up here. Around the edges, let's do some gray concrete. And that is looking really nice. Only one problem. I mismeasured this side. So I have to... bring this back, and also that side 1 block. I really can't do measurements in Minecraft. But with that taken care of, I am ready to install the walls. And I don't know about you guys, but I always have a really good feeling about cyan terracotta when it comes to reinforced stuff in Minecraft. This looks like I don't know, it just looks very strong, even though I think the blast protection of this block is pretty bad. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go with cyan walls. I think that's gonna look the best, and it fits the Sahara theme. On the bottom layer, I think let's go in 1 block, like over here, and then add a cyan wall here as well. And I really want the focus to be on the rigidities, so instead of having like a pattern or anything like that in the floor, I think we're gonna go with white. White is gonna highlight whatever is sitting on this floor, and I think that's the important thing. And this is starting to look pretty good. Yeah, I really like it. It looks super reinforced to me. I mean, we can definitely add some things to make it even better, of course. Some nice gray glass panes to protect the people from falling down. We definitely also need a staircase. And I decided to put the staircase on the other side of the room because I just think it looks cooler as you come in. You have to walk all the way around to get down into the actual vault part, or where we store the diamonds. For the ceiling, I think we add a reinforcement rim of gray concrete all the way around like this to begin. And ideally, I would like to go taller with the ceiling, but all the way over there is just open space above that, so we're gonna have to go with this height here. And in order to illustrate it not to be as crammed, we're gonna go with a light ceiling, aka freaking white concrete. Concrete. That did a lot. I love this. It really gets me thinking about like some very super secure bank vault of doom, which is kind of what I want people to think of when they see this, so that's really good. I do feel like we need some color though, apart from the rich diamond blue that we'll have. And I figure we should try and get the Sahara logo things in. Although, there isn't really any space for this. Can I do something like this on either side maybe? Oh wow, you know what? That's not bad. I really like that. That turned out a lot better than I thought it would. In fact, let's add them on this side as well. Yeah, that actually works very, very well. We also need to add some hidden lighting around this place because I don't really like the torches. I hate torches on the floor like that. And no more torches. So I decided to add this light feature in the middle of the room, and I really think that added to the whole thing. Sea lanterns do look good, and if you look at Sahara's like pathways here, this is actually what I did here as well, with a white glass on top. And I think, yeah, I don't know, it adds like a laser line. Laser line? No, but it adds like a security line, I guess. I think that looks really cool, and the whole thing is completely lit up. So I guess there's only one thing remaining, and that is to take all of our diamonds, all 36, which turns out to be exactly 4 diamond blocks, and I guess we'll just place them down. That looks silly. That's our quest to break even, ladies and gentlemen. That's funny. That's really, really funny. I cannot wait to see this room slowly filling up with diamond blocks around it. And we haven't yet decided what we want to do with the diamonds and how we want to split them. Personally, I think it would be really cool to see how far we can get without spending a single Sahara diamond. I'm not gonna lie, in order to build this room, I had to spend another 11 of my own diamonds on more terracotta, and stuff. But but yeah, that's 36 diamonds. I mean, we're on our way to break even. Now, I didn't get to do the doors yet, and I think I'm gonna have to hold off with that until the next episode, because this episode has taken a ridiculous amount of time to do, both with the building back in the base and with this room. It was a lot more resource collecting than I expected. So I'm actually completely out of time and need to get this video rendered and stuff. So we'll do this in the next episode. Probably I may even speak with Mumbo, because Mumbo is like the master of doors, isn't he? So maybe he can make a fancier double air gate door than I can. But yeah, we'll have to hold off of that. But I gotta say, this this vault turned out extremely good. I really like it. It really breeds Sahara. But I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, do hit the like button down below. And if you're brand new, consider subscribing. And I will see you dudes in the next episode.